What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here. The new Pokemon Snap comes out in less than a week, and here's 5 things that you should know about the game before it comes out. All in all, we haven't seen too much footage for Pokemon Snap, but between going through all the announcement videos, the trailers, the limited amount of gameplay, and the promotional material, I was able to come up with some actually pretty interesting information. And I just completed a Pokemon Snap 64 playthrough. If you want to watch that, I'm sure you could find it on my channel. But there's a lot of things that you should know going into the new Pokemon Snap if you're a returning Snap veteran, or if you're going to be playing Pokemon Snap for the first time here on the Nintendo Switch, April 30th. First, courses and research leveling. In the original game, there were only 6 courses, but now, well, honestly, so far confirmed there's only 6 courses. There's the Nature Park, which is a plains biome, and there's courses with biomes that include a beach, an ocean, a desert, a forest, and a jungle. I don't know the specific titles of those biomes, all I know is that they are unique courses. But the biggest difference between the original game and this is that each of these courses are going to have actually several variations to all of them. And the courses are going to be changing depending on your research level. After you play a course, your research level is going to increase. After it does, you're going to be able to see new Pokemon and additional Pokemon in new locations, as well as some other fun stuff. For example, this clip is going to be from a player's skill is level 1 and then level 2. In level 1, we can see all the Bouffalant just hanging out in the background, and then once a player's skill goes to level 2, we can see additional Bouffalant closer to the player. Also, the Dodrio is in a different location. It goes from walking around in front of the player to sitting in the shade under a tree. From the footage that I've seen, it's not clear if the Dodrio's location is specific to the research level, or if that's just where it happened to be. Maybe it's a random chance thing, maybe it's pre-programmed, we do not know yet. Point number 2, let's talk about power-ups. In the original game, you had Pokefruit, Pester Balls, a Flute, and you got to go fast. Now, Pokefruit is going to be returning from the original Snap game, but it's newly dubbed fluffruit. It's an unlimited item that you're most likely going to be able to unlock earlier in the game. You're going to be able to toss it out of your hover car and interact with the Pokemon around you. You can use this fluffruit to grab their attention, you can see them eat it, and you may even see a unique pose from a Pokemon, like this Torchic roasting its fruit before it eats it. Why a fire Pokemon needs to eat burnt food before it consumes it, I don't know. I just assume that its tummy is literally fire and it's going to roast it when it's down there anyways. Maybe it just tastes different. I don't know. Pokemon aren't real, and if they were, I would have a Charmander and I would ask him. In addition, you're going to be able to find and unlock different Pokemon using these power-ups. Like this Pikachu that you see chilling on this beach right here, and this fluffruit totally catches his attention, and then he's going to walk over to this little shovel handle here on the beach, right? The difference is that's a white handle with a red tip. And that is the shovel that's located on the top of a Sandygast, and I'm gonna bet even money on you that that's a Sandygast, and that Pikachu is gonna try to pull that shovel, and that Sandygast is gonna be like, whoa, what are you doing? That's my head. And he's gonna be quite upset about it. In addition, there's a melody that you're going to be able to play to interact with some Pokemon, like this Hoodoo is all like super happy that you're hearing a song. You're also going to be able to play the song to get this Blossom out of this bush. And there's a power-up called an Illumina Orb, which is supposedly an orb full of life energy, and you can throw it at Pokemon, and one specific type of flower on the island called a Crystal Bloom. I don't know if there's other things you could throw it at, but specifically Pokemon and Crystal Blooms, it's going to affect them and fill them with life energy. That's going to get different poses, and they're going to glow different colors, and it's going to be totally neat. At this point in time, I've only seen Illumina Orbs hit Pokemon at nighttime. However, I have seen the Crystal Blooms hit during the daytime and nighttime. So it's unclear at this point in time, because of all the footage out there, if Illumina Orbs can be used on Pokemon during the daytime to any effect. And the last power-up / tool that's been revealed so far is an analysis tool. That's going to do actually several things. You're going to be able to detect Pokemon that you're not able to see, like in this super foggy environment. It's going to identify Pokemon far away. You're going to be able to analyze weird stuff going on in this environment, like this floating rock. And then the last part of that is additional routes that you can take, which brings me into point number 3, which is additional routes and alterations of courses. Specifically, I'm talking about split paths and nighttime modifiers. So each level has a level up system that we've covered that, right? Well, we've seen so far to date at least one additional course that you can play through at nighttime. The first level, the park, which is the plains biome. You're going to be able to go through there, and at nighttime, there's different Pokemon, and Pokemon in different places. We have this beautiful Swanna and Ducklings hanging out right here, right at this little bridge, which during the daytime, it's totally not there. Some Pokemon are obviously nocturnal, and therefore only come out at night, like owls and spiders and Pokemon that are typically nocturnal. You can even see all these Bouffalints sleeping in the distance, and that's adorable. At nighttime, you're going to be able to throw these Illumina orbs and make Pokemon glow, which is going to change their pose star amount, which I'm going to cover pose star amounts later. And the Analyze tool is also going to give you a notification at the bottom and make a sound when there's a split path that you can take, like in this clip right here. Sorry that there's a voiceover.
We just introduced the scan function.
In this underwater course, when the player chooses the main route, it's still this right underneath the ocean surface and a little bit of a coral area going on. But if they choose the split route, they enter this underwater cave system that has a lantern and a Chinchou and some other cool stuff like that. Hey, it's me right in the middle of the video, and I just kind of wanted to break up the mood of everything going on and just say if you're enjoying the video, if you hit the thumbs up button, that's like super duper appreciated. That lets me know that you're enjoying the video. If you're not enjoying the video, you could either hit the thumbs down button or turn it off. I don't know, go watch a Hot Ones episode or something. Alright, back to the video. It has been stated already that your research level on a specific course is going to affect your ability to analyze these split routes. So possibly there are going to be split routes as soon as you go to a course, but most likely you're going to have to play through it more than once in order to start finding these alternate routes, which honestly, that's how a course should be, right? Point number 4, which this is a doozy, we're going to be talking about the scoring system in New Pokemon Snap, as well as the pose star amount. New Pokemon Snap scoring system is based off of several factors, and you get to keep 4 high score photos of each species of Pokemon sorted by pose. Poses are scored in a 1 through 4 star basis. If a Pokemon is just standing there doing literally nothing, that's most likely a 1-star pose. If they're moving or walking or doing something basic, that might be a 2-star pose. 3 and 4-star poses seem to be action shots, them using their actual moves, interacting with their environment or other Pokemon, fun various things like that. Once the game determines a star level, you're going to be comparing your score of photo on that star amount versus your previous photo of that same star amount, meaning you're going to be comparing a 1-star photo to a 1-star photo. You're going to be comparing your 3-star photo to a 3-star photo, all of the same Pokemon. You're not going to be comparing a 3-star to a 1-star because obviously a 3-star is going to be better, which this is really fantastic because in the original game, Pikachu was in like so many different levels. You're going to have Pikachu surfing on the beach level, and then at the very end of the beach level, he could be on a stump and he could be using Thunderbolt on a stump, and then he could be riding an Electrode, and then he could be hanging out with Diglett, and then he could be hanging out with Dugtrio, and he did many things. And there's Flying Pikachu. What really sucked is you didn't need the Flying Pikachu because Pikachu on a stump was always going to be a better score, especially if you had the Pokeflute and he was doing the Thunderbolt. So there was no purpose in me going back to the cave course for the 9th time, trying to hit the Zubat out of the air to get the Flying Pikachu because I knew Pikachu on a stump using Thunderbolt was good. Great. In-game example of New Pokemon Snap. This Apom, he's just running around on the branch, and that's a 1-star. It's not even facing the camera. It's really bad photo. 2-star is balancing a fluffruit on its head. Kind of adorable. 3-star is it swinging in the air. Love it. And 4-star is it's using its tail to cut grass. That's an action shot, and that's a 4-star pose if I've ever seen one. In addition to pose, Pokemon are also going to be scored on their size in the frame, which is dramatically improved over the original system because you used to be like, oh, most of this Charizard is in the lava, so you're not going to get a perfect score. The direction that they're facing, if they're facing toward you, that scores better than them facing away from you. Placement, meaning if the Pokemon is in the center of the frame, is yet to be seen if you have 2 Pokemon that are split frame, if that's going to be an okay score, if you have to have one center focus, know what I mean? And in addition, there's bonuses for other Pokemon in the same photo. This is a changed system from the original Pokemon Snap, because it used to be same Pokemon in the photo, but now it's any other Pokemon in the photo. It's not clear if the same species is going to give you a better score or what specifically. Lastly, there's also the background score, and I don't know exactly what this is yet, but here's a picture of a Florges in a flower patch, and we can see a lot of Comfey around, and that's giving us a score bonus of both other Pokemon and background. You have this picture of this really small Magikarp really far away, and he's jumping up in the air. That's a 2-star pose, right? But you're also getting bonus for the Swanna being in the photo, and And apparently there's a background score, maybe because you're seeing its natural environment. I'm not too sure. The game isn't out yet. When you complete a course, the photos you've taken are sorted by Pokemon, so it's less likely that you're gonna miss one. Fantastic improvement to the original system. On the photo selection screen, there's a photos taken star level on the right. What I perceive this to be so far is, out of all these Dodrio photos that you took in this one specific outing, all of these are gonna be 1-star poses. So if you see at the top, you have this filter system up there. That means that you can sort by specific photos and specific star amounts and then go through it that way. It's not clear if you're gonna be able to submit from one run a 1-star photo of a Pokemon and a 2-star photo of a Pokemon. That's yet to be seen. So I'm interested. Like, say for example, in this run, you could have a 1-star Dodrio photo and a 2-star. Am I going to be able to submit both of those at the end of the course? I would hope so. And lastly, that brings us to album saving and online scoring. When you play, you're going to have an option to save a photo to your album and keep it for personal use, or upload it online for ranked scoring. And since the Nintendo Switch can send screenshots to your phone, you can get any printer that's able to print from your phone, like this Instax one that is, you know, all about Pokemon Snap and the case that comes out after Pokemon Snap comes out. Don't get me started on that again. But this thing is available for $99, or you can transfer the photos to your phone, probably go to Walmart, print them out at better quality photos for cheaper. Also, I learned that if you do buy this, when the picture is developing, do not let it expose to direct light. Like these wonderful lights I have on either side of me, they make me bright and beautiful. It should be kept in a dark environment while it's exposing. Thank you for letting me know that. In addition, never shake it like a Polaroid picture. But the really neat part is when you go to save a photo to your album, like for example, this picture is a picture of a Pikachu, and you're able to zoom completely out, change the exposure, change the rotation, and then you're able to zoom in to the Deity hanging down on the back of the hover cart. So essentially now it's a Deity photo and not a Pikachu photo, which is pretty awesome. In other shots, we've also seen that you could go a few frames before and after in the same way like an iPhone's live photo works, and all the other things like being able to change your exposure and your focal point. That sounds more like raw file format. So essentially you have a super advanced digital camera, which you should. It's you know, it's magic. It's Pokemon magic. Self-Co made it. There's also stickers that you can put on your photos. I'm not gonna really talk about that. That doesn't seem like a feature I'm gonna get really too much into, but it's something we're gonna talk about very briefly later. You're gonna be able to upload your photos online, and when you upload it online, you're gonna have your own little profile here. You're gonna be able to customize your name, your slogan, an image over here. I'm not too sure what that image pulls from, and people are gonna be able to see this Snap profile. You can compliment a photo by hitting the sweet button. Sweet dude. You can visit the profile of the person who took the photo, and I can't stress this enough, but there's a report button there, because I can only imagine if you're going to be able to put down stickers and all you need is a rectangle and 2 circles, and now you have an inappropriate photo, right? So if you see something inappropriate, hit the report button. Also, all these photos are going to be ranked to an online leaderboard that I would like to hopefully one day enter, but it's probably just going to be a whole bunch of Japanese names on there. It's just going to be all Japanese players, and hopefully it sorts by country. Otherwise, I'm definitely losing to people in Japan. Just saying, because every online leaderboard is usually Japan. Well, there you go, guys. That is Pokemon Snap. 5 important features to know, changes from the original game, things I'm looking forward to, things you should be looking forward to. I have a few other pre-release videos coming out this week, so be sure to stay subscribed for Pokemon Snap videos, tips and tricks. I don't know if I'm doing a walkthrough yet. We'll see. All right, till next time, Austin John out.